What's up, y'all? I'm not gonna be on camera today, but I did want to go ahead and do this live. So for those who didn't know, I didn't get on here Friday night because I wasn't really feeling up to it. Looking back on it, I probably could have just did it this way, but yeah, I didn't want to I don't really like to do this, but you know, this is just the best way for me to do it this week. If y'all don't mind. Um, I just haven't been feeling up to being on camera. So that's why I want to do it this way. Thanks, Lexi. I'm getting there. Hey, oh, I don't want to butcher your name. Adobe? I hope I said that right. But yeah, I'm getting there, y'all. I've been like this whole week, this was like one of the worst weeks for me. I don't even know how I got that review up, honestly. But I did want to get on here and talk to y'all about this because it was a good episode. Now let me see if I can get the picture up here so we can. Crap. My computer. Why is my computer waiting to the last minute to act up? Hold on one second, y'all, because I want to put the pictures up. Yeah, this episode was really good. Like, I really I kind of feel bad for my little bit, but I'm gonna get into it, y'all. Hold on, it's not allowing me to share my screen. I finally updated my Mac after like months and months of. I gotta figure out how to share my screen. Okay, 1 second. You actually stayed awake, Lexi? So okay, while I'm doing this, y'all tell me, how do y'all feel about this season? I mean, yeah, this season. How do y'all feel about this season so far? Because I've seen some people say it's better. Some people say, like it's kind of drawing them back in because last season turned them off so much. Until your screen is quit now, or do it on your own later. This is crazy. I might have to sign out and sign back in. There it goes. Okay. What's up, Cliff? I don't know about favorite, but we did miss you around here. You've been MIA. You didn't even watch last season after the pilot? Wow. Jasmine said this is going to be one of your faves. Love it. Last season was horrible. Really set the show back. I agree. I think last season, really, really turned a lot of people off. What's up, Celeste? I think it's better than last season. I think there will be more yeses on decision day, but a lot of these couples are boring. I can agree with that. I think the more interesting stuff is going to come whenever they come home from the honeymoon. I think that's when it's going to get real, especially during quarantine. Hey, Kelsey. All right, y'all. So let's just go ahead and let's talk about let's talk about Henry and Christina, child. I mean, Henry is scared of everything. A part of me feels like the editing is like exaggerating his personality, but I really feel like most of that is Henry. Henry doesn't make eye contact. I mentioned that on the first episode, well, the wedding episode. When they first met each other, he did not look at her. Like, he found it hard to make eye contact with her and even his own father. And so I'm just like, I couldn't believe that still he's having a hard time making eye contact. And it's just not with Christina. It's like when they're with the group, he has a hard time making eye contact with anybody. It is hard to watch them. It's so hard because it's awkward. And then Christina is in her confessionals. She's like, oh, she's making it seem like it's way better than what it actually is. Like, we have eyes, we can see. They make me so uncomfortable. I don't think she's nearly as we initially said she was. I can't imagine being with someone like him. Me either. He had a lot to say about Brett. So he has selective communication, in my opinion. I think if you I think one, he's intimidated by Christina because she's pretty and she's very dominant in comparison to him. And two, I think if you ask him the right questions that about stuff he's interested in, he can talk a little bit more. Cause that's how I was. Like, I used to be real shy and quiet myself, believe it or not. And if you ask me the right questions that would trigger my interest, I could talk more. And so I think that's what's going on with him. I appreciate it. Yeah, we missed you, Cliff. Christina lying worse than a politician. Kelsey, ain't she? I'm just like, girl, we can see, like, we can see what's going on, right? But even though Christina has ways that really turn me off, I can appreciate the fact that she's trying with Henry, because I probably would not be. I would probably be shut down myself if I got matched with Henry. When Henry was on Unfiltered, he has no problem talking. When he did his videos cameo, he talked about Brett. He talked all the way through that, then stumbled not once. Yeah, I really think Christina intimidates him a little bit, and like just maybe strangers in general. He stayed giving one word answers, then saying nothing else. Not a fan of Henry. Bye, Henry. Oh, a lot of y'all do not like Henry. They gave Christina a project. She has to be Bob the Builder in this show. Yeah, that's not fair. I kind of feel bad for her too. I kind of got a negative perception of her at first, but she's very accommodating. The thing is, I feel like Christina is being accommodating because she literally just got out of a relationship not too long ago. And I feel like this is sort of like a revenge, rebound relationship, sort of like Katie from last season. That's what I feel like. And I feel like that's why she keep on trying to make it seem like it's better than what it is. I don't know that her intentions are all the way genuine, but I do still feel sorry for her that she got matched up with someone like this. I'm in between about Christina. I'm not sure which side is her real personality. I think some of it is the edit, because when he talked to his best man before they got married, he had no problem talking to them. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think if he's comfortable with you, if you're his good friend, he can talk to you. Or if you trigger like a good conversation that he knows, like they told her, his conversations is politics and whatever else they said. Maybe if she talks about that, he'll talk a little bit more. But let me see. Christina is trying. I know she is funny acting, but she's trying, and he's the worst. Henry seems truly sheltered and a mama's boy. Why did she make her husband her rebound? Yeah, I don't know. I hate that people get on this show doing that. Henry will get on my nerves too. Christina's better than me. I will be out. I agree. A rebound is who you pick up and dribble a few times and then leave them on the court. You do not exactly. You don't marry them. Hey, Franny. So, what do y'all feel about? Uh, how do y'all feel about? Just the activities like him canoeing and that whole mud river thing that they did, like and the trampoline. Like, do y'all think Henry was actually trying? The saddest part about it, I think Henry probably was actually pushing himself out of his comfort zone with all of that stuff. Christina with Brett and Olivia with Henry. I see a lot of people saying that, and it still wouldn't work because I don't think Olivia will want somebody that far gone as far as she has to do all the talking. Wife swap needed, Christina. To be honest, I have no idea. He was, but I appreciate Henry for trying. It was too much for him, and it wasn't even anything out of the ordinary. There were very basic things that people do on vacation: canoeing, jumping on the trampoline. He tried, but he looked at the stairs and said they looked dangerous. Sadly, he had to force himself because he's so uncomfortable. I feel like this can't be real. It has to be the edit. Henry can't be that bad. He might be, y'all. I don't know. The mud river thing was dangerous. Henry is too restricted. Maybe Henry didn't get to do a lot of things as a child or something, because maybe he was too sheltered. Because why do you think these things are scary? It wouldn't work. Olivia doesn't have the patience. Yeah, I don't think Olivia, a lot of people say Olivia needed him. I don't think she would put up with that. I think he was really trying, bless his heart. I feel bad for him. I think maybe he just doesn't like her and is playing us all. Wouldn't that be something? That would be crazy if he just didn't like her. A lot of people are saying that he has autism, but I don't want to put that on him if he hasn't been tested for it, or if he doesn't want to, say. I don't know. I won't get my hair wet either, girl. I promise my head will not be laying down in no mud water. I'll tell you that much. We'll have to do something else. If so, the dad did a number on him. I could believe his dad have a lot to do with it, y'all. Y'all would be surprised, like, how much our personalities can be influenced by our upbringing. Henry had to be matched with someone outgoing, or it would be crickets all the time. I'm just gonna say, so far, this is a great advertisement for Miles. We're gonna get to Miles, but you're right. He do seems to have like a special place in his heart for Olivia. He do, because he did not like Brett. I do think he's very reserved. I'm not sure. I feel like the experts set him up for failure. When she was talking about the world travel, and he was like, North Virginia was great. Poor thing. He's just sheltered, y'all. He's real sheltered. But I don't know if I could deal. I said this before. I think he doesn't think she's smart. He's into politics. She's into surface stuff. I mean, that could be it. But why don't he bring up the topic so maybe they could at least try to have the conversation? See, that's on him too. She shouldn't have to just bring up something. He should try to bring up something too. Henry's dad definitely bullied him or just had no patience for his quirks. Because he was too busy making fun of him. Everybody keeps saying he might have Asperger's, but we don't have no proof of that. That's just people going based off of, his behavior, but that doesn't necessarily mean he has that. I mean, Well, they need to start interviewing people's exes and parents and coworkers. I believe if they don't do that, then this show is really like rigged. If they don't even do that. All right, you guys, it's enough about this couple. Let's move on to Brett and Olivia. What do y'all think about them? I like her too, because she seems to be very like upfront and honest. I don't trust Brett either. I don't think it will last either. Friendship zone. They don't interview. That's crazy. Brett is hurt from his ex-fiance. Definitely. Brett is fake. I think Brett needs a little therapy himself. Brett playing for the cameras, he's not into her. I do think Olivia gave it up and just don't want to say. Yeah, because they were so private. Usually people don't be private unless they gave it up, you know? He doesn't seem to have much to offer. I think he has a pretty good job, if I'm not mistaken. Thanks, Cliff. Brett seems like he's medicated because he seems like a different person. And it's concerning. I think he has his representative right now. And we're going to get to see the real him later on. What I didn't like about Brett is that he tried to make it seem like something was wrong with Olivia because she was single for like 3 years. And I mean, you just have to understand it's easier for men to, get in relationships than it is for women, especially these days. Especially someone like Olivia who probably doesn't meet a lot of people, and she's a professional, so she probably doesn't like to use apps like Tinder, because of how it would make her look professionally. I like Brett, but I don't think it will work because Olivia don't want kids. First of all, you like Brett. Second of all, I agree with the kids thing. Like, one person can't want kids and the other person be like, well, I'll have kids if you want kids. That's not how that works. And her thought process behind that is flawed to me. Brett is insecure. He doesn't seem like he likes her. He lies. Yes, she's great. Lord. He only stopped dating when he learned he got matched. Yes, that's a huge problem for me too. Makes me think he isn't too invested. Right. He shouldn't have even been if they found that out beforehand, he should have never been chosen. Or they should have just went with somebody else. Brett also seems like he was bullied by his older siblings. I totally agree with that. They got that same thing that Henry dad got. Maybe they daddy was like that. The kids in religion is gonna come back. They're downplaying it now, but those aren't small issues. I agree. I wonder, have they had the discussion about his heart surgery, because they haven't brought it up at all. Yeah, I wonder. How do you see a problem with her being single for 3 years when you're a serial dater? I agree. I think, look, you not being able to be single is a problem. You can't take time and work on yourself and be with yourself. It's no different than a woman that hops from relationship to relationship, like a hopeless romantic. We look at women like that, like, girl, just take a little time for yourself. You don't even know yourself. You can't even love yourself because you're too busy trying to find another man to love. It's the same thing with men that do that. just because they looked at as players and, jumping from woman to woman, y'all have issues y'all need to work through. And whatever happened with that ex, I can guarantee you, he has his walls up and he's determined not to let that happen again. Cause he felt like it made him feel like less than a man. Oh, y'all talking about his looks now? Dang. Olivia makes 6 figures. I think that's going to be a problem. I can see that. He has his customer service voice on. She doesn't want kids. Just own up to it. I think she just don't want to be looked at as a woman that doesn't want kids because, women like that tend to be judged. I don't see nothing wrong with that. You just need to find somebody that's on that exact same page as you. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Some people just don't want kids. No, he said he couldn't be single that long. That's why he was surprised he was single so long. I don't think it'll last long term. Me either. He has old girl on the back burner. I was offended when he said he could have seen things working out with the girl. Yes. Why would you say that? Why would you say, oh yeah, like I could have saw things working out. Oh yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time on both dates. The only reason why I let her go is because I got matched. Like what? What? Oh, shout out to Catherine W for the super chat. I think Brett is definitely faking like he likes Olivia. I think Henry and Olivia could have worked. Thank you so much for this super chat, Catherine. Yeah, I could see that. I could see him taking it out on Olivia. Yeah, Olivia sees something wrong with him saying that. That's why she kept asking those questions. But you're right. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. I guess. But I'll be asking questions too because she's asking questions because she's getting a bad feeling, and her intuition is right. Once she find out about what he did at that party, it's gonna be over with. Yeah, if he really liked her, he would have downplayed that, even if they did have a good relationship or interaction. If they are arguing like this on the honeymoon, then how are things going to happen at home? I don't know, but I do know the people that argued on the honeymoon. A lot of times, their relationship just turned out to be either really rocky or they didn't stay together. The fiance probably cheated with the same guy. I think she wanted him to reassure her that he was more into her. I bet his brothers clowned him when he got cheated on. I bet you they did too. They are that tight. I like that she asks follow-up questions and doesn't let questionable things just slide. Right. I mean, they were pretty close on that honeymoon night, like right after the wedding. And so I would not be surprised if they consummated already. I wouldn't. Just by how they were acting. If y'all remember that first night, they were pretty close. I think they were trying to like hide it because they want to be private, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think Woody and Amani work because Woody constantly tells her he's attracted to her. The other guys need to follow this same strategy. I agree. I hope he's being genuine. You guys are too hard on Brett. Can you explain Brett's behavior at his bachelor party? That's why everybody's being hard on Brett. If we didn't have that background information, we probably wouldn't even be looking at Brett like with a magnifying glass. But he put a target on his own back. I'm pretty sure they seem like it. Brett told us he's used to sleeping with strangers. Now it's hush hush. He's doing that for Olivia. Because he would be bragging. Remember, Olivia wanted to brush her teeth the same time as Brett. She seemed like she was hurt when she seen his behavior. Yeah, I saw that. That's one of the only unfiltered episodes I seen. And everybody in there was just like, we saw him. We had to let them know. So I can't wait for that episode when she find out because I want to know. And two, she was not happy at all. Olivia just wanted to be married. Child. You can ask questions, but don't be mad at his honesty. He's a blunt person. Okay. I mean, you're right about that. You're right about that. But at the same time, you should, be aware of people's feelings. You don't, you just met this woman. On Unfiltered, they asked Brett how he felt about his behavior. He took no accountability. Does anybody expect anything different? Seriously. I don't usually watch the unfiltered episodes, but I wanted to see the one with Henry because people were telling me his behavior was a little bit different, and the one with Amani and Miles because they said that was a good one to watch. Yeah, he was flirting with every woman he saw. I'm getting there, Tyronda. Thanks for asking. I probably would watch the unfiltered episodes if the actual episodes weren't 2 hours. I would probably give the unfiltered episode a chance, but that's a lot to be watching back to back. Her family says she's sensitive. His sarcasm will hurt her. Honestly believe Brett questioned Henry's girlfriend, homegirl, because he said something funny in their relationship. All he was said was, "I don't believe you guys never messed around." Okay, and just forget about him flirting with every other woman he came in contact with. Just forget about that, and him leaving early with God who knows who he left with. We don't know who. You think Brett is an actor or plant? Henry is coming out of his shell a little bit. I think once he gets more comfortable, he'll talk more. Brett can't even flirt, so I don't know how he is a serial dater. Right. He must be dealing with some really shallow women. It's too many couples for me. I'm fine with 4. Right. I think they're trying to fill up these 2-hour episodes, and it's crazy that 5 couples, they still stretching it with 5 couples. He too old to be that sloppy. Exactly. He must have been a late bloomer. The waitress. The waitress. Any woman that we saw him come in contact with, basically. Full episodes of Unfiltered are on YouTube on the Married at First Sight Unfiltered channel. I might watch a couple of them because it do be a little bit interesting to see how they feel about those things. Brett always look like he about to sneeze. All right, y'all, let's move on. That's enough of them. Let's move on to Bennett and Amelia. Cliff, what you don't understand is that if you sign up for something like this, you should not be flirting the night before your wedding. It just makes it seem like you're not taking this process seriously. Honestly, I was through with him when he said he was dating like he went on a date before he got matched. I feel like you shouldn't be dating. You shouldn't be dating. If you're taking this seriously, you should be focused on the process and not dating. If you can't take a couple of months off of dating, something is wrong with you. Yeah, he might like to flirt, but you need to get that under control if you about to get married. It's the dirty feet on the bed. Oh my goodness. The dirty feet, the dirty gown he wore every night that he's been on this trip. He been wearing the same gown, y'all. He been wearing the same gown. It's not even the gown for me. It's the fact that it's the same gown. One gown. You didn't bring nothing else to sleep in? Hold up, Bennett. You didn't bring nothing else to sleep in? I'm sorry. I would have made that a big deal. You didn't bring nothing else. And see, I probably wouldn't even notice if it wasn't a gown. If this was just like a t-shirt and some pajama pants, I wouldn't even pay attention to it. But the fact that it's a gown and men don't normally wear gowns and that loud mustard yellow color it draw my eye in every single time. I'm like, hold up, Bennett. You only brought one gown? One gown. No, he ain't. You know he ain't hand washing it. You know he ain't, Lexi. Stop trying to make excuses. You know he is not hand washing that gown. It's the swimming in his underwear for me. Musty mustard. Y'all are crazy. Oh my goodness. You don't mind him wearing the same exact gown to sleep every night. He gonna take it home and wear it when they get back. Them dirty socks. And his mama asked him, I don't know if y'all remember, but she asked him, did he wash himself good before he got in that suit? On his wedding day, his mama asked him that. Cliff, I'm not gonna keep arguing with you about Brett, but if you sign up for this show, that means you want to get married. Yes, that means you do need to stop dating. You could stop dating for a couple of months. You can stop dating for a couple of months. It's okay to go like a few months without dating. I don't think you should be dating because I don't think you're taking the situation seriously if you do. His wife need to hide it in the trash and buy him something else. You can't have both heart and hygiene. Oh my goodness. Uh uh the thing is, it's just I don't you can't be getting up under my sheets wearing that same thing if it ain't been washed. I'm sorry. Not with me. On Unfiltered, they talk about his hygiene being an issue. What? Yeah, his mom was double checking his hygiene. Like, did you bathe? And at first I wasn't, tripping off because a lot of people were like, they just seem like they not so clean. I didn't want to judge that. But when I seen him keep wearing that same gown, I was like, hold up. Mm-mm. But they seem like a very earthy couple that do not care about that at all. Like, that's low on the priority list. Couldn't be me, I'll tell you that much. Not only that, but they went out for the day, came back and put on their bed clothes and got in the bed. Girl, you remember last season, Mindy wanted to get in the bed after the plane and she didn't want to take a shower. I'm sorry. We've been on a plane. You're going to have to get in that shower. Especially now we got the Rona. See, we need to, The gown used to be white. What? That's because Amelia is on the same page, y'all. She would have said something about it if she had a problem with it. That would have been an issue. Earthy doesn't have to equal dirty. I agree. Amelia is so easygoing. Bennett probably can get away with anything. I agree. So, let's see what else happened with them. Oh yeah, I think Amelia definitely was trying to get out of answering that question about I'm sorry. I believe Amelia was definitely trying to get out of that question about did she ever think she would ever settle down in one place instead of being like a person that bounces from city to city and moving all the time. She never answered him. And at first I was like, well, maybe she, she's one of those people that it seemed like her mind can drift off easily. But the more I think about it, the more I think she definitely, was just not trying to answer that question because the answer is she gonna want to move all the time. The move and the residency is going to be their main issue. I think so too. I think so too. I mean, I feel like, Bennett is eventually going to want to settle down somewhere. I mean, I think anybody would. Unless you're like in the military or something like that, you expect to settle down somewhere, especially if you're going to have kids. The move in her residency is going to be, what's with all the teeth brushing episodes? Y'all cannot get past this funk. I should have never started it. She intentionally ignored him. I think she may be a person that doesn't like having difficult conversations. I could see that. Yep, Amelia avoided the question. I'm wondering if she falls in love easily and then gets bored and wants to move on. Free spirit. I could see that. I think she kind of said that without saying it. She kind of implied it. These producers in editing play too much. They had us thinking Amelia has a setting problem. I think she didn't want to mess up the mood. Possibly. But they were getting real. They've got like had serious conversations, Bennett admitted to, that his mother had cancer when he was younger and, him having to confront death and things like that. So it's not like they haven't had deep conversations. She just didn't want to have it because she just knew that would be a possible conflict. We gonna get to Miles. We gonna get to Miles. She mentioned she falls in love 10 times a day. What? That's why he don't mind not having a bathroom. Y'all are cracking me up. But Bennett barely has any real ties keeping him in New Orleans right now, especially not job-wise. I mean, I don't think it's about leaving New Orleans necessarily, because he didn't say he had a problem with her having to move for a residency and finding a job, but I think eventually he wants to settle down. And I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't want to keep having to move for the rest of my life because you feel like it, unless that's something you want to do. Some people like to do it. I like that we get to see them have these deeper combos. I feel like we don't get that in the other seasons. True. I do think they leave a lot of that kind of stuff out because it's not as interesting. But I'm interested in that. That kind of shows you, like, that's good to know for later on with certain decisions that he might make. They are making too much out of the residency thing. The producers push it. First, they said she finished med school. Now they're talking like she's just waiting for the match. Yes, she avoided the question. Amelia and Bennett will be fine. They are both New Orleans transplants. Oh, I didn't know that. I think overall they're gonna be fine, but I think Amelia need to have those conversations she don't want to have. Mika in the house. What up, Alex? All right, you guys, let's move on to Woody and Amani. How adorable. Uh-oh, that's too much. The only person from NOLA is Woody. You could hear it in his voice. I'm still mad they don't have nobody with no accents but Woody. Amelia keeps wearing the same clothes to bed also. I didn't notice. She wore something different in this episode than she did on honeymoon night. I mean on the wedding night. It seems like she went to school outside of the US, or she might not have gotten in and applied a year later. I have a few friends that did the process. Black love. Woody is a player from the Himalayas. You don't trust Woody, but he is trying his very best. I think, y'all, because I'm going to tell y'all, when I my first intuition, when I first saw Woody, I felt like he wasn't ready, you know? And then his friends confirmed it because they didn't feel like he was either. And so, I've been getting sucked in during this honeymoon and during the wedding because, this is like, in a way, this is not real life, But I think once we hit reality, I think it's going to be a little bit of a different story. But I think Amani, I still want to believe that they can make it. Because I think Amani will put her foot down and make Woody have some act right. I think she's the person that could do it. I must be the only one not excited about Woody and Amani. I don't think he can be trusted. Woody give me Nate vibes. Yep, I said the same thing. Woody and Amani are super cute. I want him to stop talking about this chastity belt because you already know. She keep on teasing him with all these showers. She keep teasing them. You can't tease nobody like that. Keep getting in the shower, y'all. I'm sorry. You just can't keep teasing people like that. I like them, but nervous at the same time. That's how I feel. Like I'm on the edge. Like I want to jump all in, but I gotta be realistic. I think marriage will change Woody. I just don't get taking multiple showers with someone and not going for it. Seems like it's a huge tease. A huge tease. Woody is landing on real thick. I hope he's genuine. I hope he is too. Nate, I went back and watched Nate's season, Nate and Sheila, season 5. And Nate acted this exact same way. If y'all just go back and watch the very first episode, it's on YouTube. Look up Married at First Sight, season 5. And all you have to do is watch the Nate and Sheila wedding. First of all, it was a mess because his daddy is a mess. That was really entertaining. And 2, Nate acts just like Woody. Just like him. And so it casted a bad light on Woody for me because they did not end well. Yeah, Nate talked a good game. Nate acted like he was gonna be the best husband. Woody got swag and Amani loves it. Keep making her smile. She's a keeper. Didn't trip over the ring. I really didn't think Amani would trip over the ring. Who is really gonna be really mad about that? Because I just don't think anybody would lose their ring on the honeymoon on purpose. Like, come on. I didn't like it when Iris tripped over Keith losing his ring. It's not like he did it on purpose. And y'all can get another one. Shoot. We would be getting one of them rubber ones, though. Woody hit that. What? Hold on. What am I reading? It left. Where'd it go? Woody hit that, but they are grown people. Life is not all about sex. I think Amani will definitely hurt Woody physically if he tries anything stupid. She don't play. Her family looks like they don't play. He might want to chill. He might not want to do that. Nate and Woody seem similar, but Woody and Amani has a much better chemistry. I agree, because I don't think Nate and Sheila had a good chemistry at all, and Nate got a lot of the blame, which he did deserve blame, but I don't think Sheila was ready to be married either. If y'all watch the whole thing, she was taking a lot out on Nate that she dealt with in past relationships. She was not ready. I think even if she got someone that wasn't Nate, she wouldn't have been ready to be married. Yeah, I was tripped over lemonade. That was crazy. Yeah, Woody got a nice body. She just want to see that body some more. She didn't pay for it. I'm sure if she paid for it, she would have been mad. Nate and Woody seem similar, but Woody and Amani. I already read that. Y'all are crazy. Amani is way more open than Sheila. I agree. And I think she communicates better. Sheila needed therapy, but she sensed he was a cheater. I agree. Like, she knew he was cheating someone, right? And she was right about that. But like I said, even if she had someone that was a good man, she wasn't ready for that. She had a lot of pain that she had to work through. Sheila didn't like being portrayed negatively on camera, but it's like, Sheila, you talking about, I'm not going to do this right now, and, I'm not doing that. It makes you look worse. It makes you look worse because you signed up for TV to be recorded and show everything. And the fact that it made her look bad. It made her look worse to me. Because you can have an argument without cursing and disrespecting each other. Amani does not bring old baggage into the marriage. I pray Woody sees her. I think it's good that Miles and Woody did this with each other, because I think they can both receive things that each other has. Like Woody, I think Woody can get from Miles, how to be a devoted man. And I think Miles could get from Woody how to like romance a little bit. Sheila's emotions were all over the place. I was like, Nate, run. Both of them needed to run away from each other. They should not have been chosen. Neither one. No, I would have been mad about the lemonade too, especially if I'm on my period and been waiting all day for it and got to go to a specific store to get it. But the thing is, Alexis, you just be like, look, your friends drank up my lemonade. I'm gonna need for you to go get me some now. That's all you got to do. It don't even have to be that big of a deal. Just be like, go get my lemonade. Your friends drank it. You about to go replace it. Period. Period. I didn't even mean to say that. Oh my goodness. I did not mean to say that. Sheila said some of those times when she said, I'm not going to do that right now, it was directed at production, not Nate. They were pushing certain things. Okay, well, you're on TV. I'm sorry. And they still recorded you saying that. You should have just left. We're kind of talking about two different people. We're talking about Nate and Sheila and Keith and Iris right now. But the lemonade is Keith and Iris. This is why I drink water. Okay, let's just go ahead because we are off topic. Let me go ahead and move on to Karen and Miles. They look good together, y'all. I want them to make it. Oh, I want them to make it. Oh Lord, y'all look crazy. Leave Karen alone. That's who everybody wants to talk about. Oh, Celeste, don't say that. They're not gonna make it. Oh, why y'all keep speaking? Y'all don't speak that evil on them. This is one of the only couples I'm biased because I know in my mind if this was probably anybody else, I'd probably be saying the same thing. But I want them to make it. I do. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Uh my grandma, she needed something, but I'm back. I can't believe y'all still in here. Most of y'all still in here. 96 people still in here. What? Y'all must have been in here talking. If you're in here, make sure you leave a like, even though I've been gone for like 25 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all. That's why I choose to come on here so like around 10, because usually my grandma, she good after that. She don't usually need nothing. But yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, let's y'all probably already had a full-on discussion about Miles and Karen, but let me go ahead and tell y'all what I think. Even though y'all probably already seen my review. I think that Miles and this whole cougar thing. Well, first let's start off with Karen and strangership. Because we not finna make strangership a thing. We're not finna use the word stranger as a term of endearment. We're not gonna keep stranger as something that is cute, because it's not. Like, I feel like stranger has to be like one of the most impersonal, like the least like personal name you could use, the least romantic. Stranger has a terrible connotation to it. Stranger? You're calling him strange. you're you know what I'm saying? Like, stranger danger. Karen's used to a thug. What? I mean, stranger, it was so uncomfortable to hear him talk about it in a loving way. And for her to explain it the way she did not help. The stranger stuff is childish. Let's grow up and get to the nitty gritty. It's the honeymoon, for goodness sake. Exactly. Like, I'm just like, really? And Miles, you think that's cute? I think Miles is just gonna latch on to anything that she gives him, because it's been such a struggle. So he's trying. But Karen, I'm gonna need for her not to do this stranger thing, because that is not cute. I don't like it. Y'all are married. You need to start saying husband and wife. And he's sitting up there proud of it. Exactly. I felt so bad for him. Like, this is what you feel the need to grab onto. This is what you need. You know what I'm saying? This is how you feel you're connecting with your wife, by her calling you a stranger. This is so sad. Which would you rather be, strangership or entanglement? Neither, but entanglement is at least intimate. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, a strangership. And then on top of that, we have him calling her cougar. And I'm just like, she ain't even that much older than you. See, you are playing into this young boy stereotype, how she views you. She views you like someone that's too young for her, and then you constantly calling her cougar. I don't care if it's a joke. I don't care if it's, you know what I'm saying, like something you think is funny and goofy, and this is how playing with her. Oh my God. Saying everything but husband or wife. Exactly, Celeste. Exactly, Celeste. Y'all need to be calling each other husband and wife. If Woody is saying stop, Woody told you to quit playing. Woody had to tell you to quit playing. Woody? Cougar was probably his passive aggressive way of dealing with my stranger. Could be, but y'all need to get off the playground then, because both of y'all playing games, if that's the case. They'll never know each other before decision day. At the snail pace she's going, it's blowing me. You can't want to take things this slow and participate in something like this. That's how I feel too. I feel like Karen should have never signed up for this show. I feel like her and Henry should not have been chosen, because if y'all are going to be this closed off, you shouldn't even be you shouldn't even be on this show. I call my husband sugar daddy because he's 8 months older. Okay, but do your husband mind you saying that? See, honestly, sugar daddy has a better connotation than cougar. And it would be different if Karen was embracing it like, yeah, I'm the sugar mom. Like, some women would embrace it and make it funny. Depending on our relationship with each other, I probably would think it was funny too. But Karen, she's not that type, and she already is looking at you as, someone that's immature. I'm not even saying that Miles is a terrible person for calling her a cougar or anything. He's trying to be funny. I don't think it's coming from a malicious, bad place, but I just think she's uncomfortable with it. Let it go. Woody told you to let it go. Amani told you to let it go, and you still was pressing it. Yeah, where the Miles Hive at? Sitting on that hammock stiffer than the fresh. Wait. Sitting on the hammock stiffer than fresh starch pants, stiffer than a pump it up bag. What? Wait a minute. Caitlin, you a fool. That was funny. But Karen is not telling him in a serious way she don't like it. I think Karen just does not want to come off as shrewd or prude, or even more so, because like Caitlin said, she's already stiffer than a spritz bag. Why was she so stiff? Y'all, she wouldn't even lay her head back. If you gonna agree to get in the hammock, I'm gonna need for you to lay your head on his chest. I'm sorry, that's the bare minimum you could do. Lay your head on his chest and put your arm around him. That's the least you could do. Why did you even agree to get in the hammock? Y'all remember on White Chicks when Terry Crews picked up Marlon? When Terry Crews picked up Marlon and he was real stiff. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Y'all didn't catch Miles' arm hanging in the air. I mean, I don't think he should have honestly, I think him offering to get in the hammock together, that was him trying to do something, that would possibly get her to become more intimate. You know what I'm saying? Not have sex, not do anything on that level, but intimacy. Intimacy is more than just, all of that. Attraction can grow, but you have to be open to attraction. Karen don't like this man, y'all. I'm sorry. And you know what? Y'all? I would say this about the men on this show, so I'm gonna say it about Karen. If you are gonna come on this show, you cannot be ultra shallow. about looks. You just cannot. You can't. You're marrying a stranger. You're letting someone else choose your husband or your wife. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit up here and be choosy about who you want to be with and who you want to, how you want him to look. You can't do that. You let somebody else choose. I'm sorry. You can't be shallow when it comes to looks. But this is the picture I was talking about, y'all. That's how Karen was acting like. Can y'all see it? Yeah, that's how Karen was acting in that hammock. Oh, okay, a lot of people are saying Miles is handsome. I think Miles is attractive as well. But I mean, obviously she don't feel the same way. Ain't that how she was in that hammock? She was just as stiff as these legs are. Personally, if I saw Miles and with his same personality, with exactly how he's been acting, I would be very happy. Initially. But everybody don't have the same taste. Y'all tell me this is not Karen. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. Somebody need to put Karen face on. That's Karen. And I feel bad for Miles because Miles is, he's trying. And, pretty much anything that Miles does is going to be an excuse for her not to like him. The whole 10 relationship thing, that would have turned me, I would have been a little bit, okay, 10 relationships, Miles. But honestly, I think Miles is counting relationships he should not be counting. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 or 3 month relationships, why you shouldn't be including some of those, or the ones from high school when you were 18. Those should not count. Yeah, who's comparing Katie to Karen? Please don't do that. Now we ain't gonna do that yet. She's gonna have to do something really trifling, because Katie is up there with Luke and Matt and them and Zach and them. We ain't gonna do that, y'all. We ain't gonna do that. Y'all be jumping to conclusions. We ain't gonna do that to Karen. I don't want y'all to go in on Karen too bad, because I do think she's calling herself trying. I think she thinks she's trying. I don't think she has any sort of malicious intent. I just think she realized she should not have done this. And like I said before, I feel like you should not be coming up in here shallow when it comes to looks. You should be looking for, what you should be looking for on the honeymoon? You need to be looking for, why did these people match me with my partner? Y'all should be looking for strengths and weaknesses. Where am I weak? Where does my partner come in to be the strength? You know what I'm saying? Y'all should be looking at how y'all mesh, getting to know one another. You shouldn't be so worried about looks if you're going to sign up for a show like this. You just should not. I say the same thing about the men. Y'all shouldn't be so concerned about that, because you want to get married and y'all put that in somebody else's hands, and that's on you. That's on you for letting somebody else choose your husband. Karen's ex had a baby when they were together. I think she's damaged. I wish the experts were more involved. Yes, the experts should be. I feel like the experts should be involved on the honeymoon. On the honeymoon, doing check-ins, giving them little tasks, and you know what I'm saying? Like little get to know you tasks. They don't have to be anything elaborate, just something to get them to open up to each other and get them to talk with each other. They're leaving them on their own too much. For real, especially with a couple like Christina and Henry, the experts need to get in there and get Henry to talking some. For real. These people should be having full therapy sessions with these experts. I totally agree. I mean, you're marrying someone you absolutely have no idea who this person is. Somebody need to be there guiding you. They just throw them to the wolves. Now, some people might need more help than others, but I think all of them need some sort of counseling. Thank you. Why is everyone so stuck on their spouse not being their type? If you were good at picking a mate, you would not be on the show. Exactly. Yeah, Christina and Henry, I could see them doing a little bit better if they had prompts. I mean, like do a little game or something to open Henry up a little bit, loosen him up a little bit, ask some more questions. I definitely think Henry has social anxiety. I could tell. Speaking as someone who has suffered from that. Relationship means he was seeing one woman at a time. I don't knock Miles for dating one woman at a time, then knock Brett for dating multiple. Ain't nobody knocking Miles. We're giving him the side eye because that's a lot of quote unquote monogamous relationships. And it seems like he's a relationship hopper. Whether you dated multiple women at once or just one monogamous woman, relationship hopping is relationship hopping. Thank you, Maisha. Dating and being monogamous are both the same. Full therapy sessions like when Married at First Sight first started, it was more about nurturing a healthy relationship instead of entertainment. And honestly, I think that would be entertaining. I would love to see some counseling sessions with these people that don't make sense. So y'all can explain to me, why did y'all put them together in the first place? Miles is a helpless romantic. He's trying to swoon Cruella. No, we ain't gonna call her Cruella. She ain't Cruella now. But he is. He tried, like with that whole hammock thing, he did try, y'all. And I was like, girl, lay your head on his chest or something. You can lay on his chest. That ain't giving him the wrong impression. I think Miles did the cougar thing on purpose and as a joke. He continued it because that was the only way he could get any kind of rise out of her at all, even if it was a negative one. I think he was trying to neg her a little bit, maybe. You know how negging as a way of flirting, kind of insulting a little bit, I guess. But obviously it was not working the way he thought it would. Okay, you're not saying she Cruella. I was finna say he would try to swoon Cruella. I hope she open up. I think eventually she gonna realize this is a good man and that somebody else is gonna get him if she don't, see it. Yeah, that My Stranger thing, that needs to be trashed. I hope as soon as the experts hear that, they shut it down. Because I know if I was an expert, there's no more of my stranger. We need to stick with hub. You could do wifey and hubby. There are so many other pet names y'all could go with, and y'all chose stranger. That's the same thing Jeffy was trying to do to Shanice. And y'all, if y'all saw that season, any time Jeffy would call her a stranger, Shanice would just completely break down. That is not nothing to be making into like a loving thing. You can't turn stranger into a loving pet name. He probably trying to get a reaction out of her, apart from seeming completely disinterested in him. She has no personality. Even with Amani, she was stale. She may just be very shy. I think she's just very shy. And honestly, speaking as someone who was very shy, you can come off as stuck up and rude and mean and nasty when really, you don't even know how to jump into conversation. You're not as outgoing as everybody else. So you can get lost in the sauce quick, and you could just seem like you're standoffish when actually you're just, chilling. And I don't know. I feel bad for her in that way, because she does seem like she's very, just unnaturally quiet and shy person. Even her mom said it. Her mom said she don't even know why she would do a show like this, because she's so quiet and shy. That's you, Celeste? No, Henry. I think Henry he's a very severe. I feel like if he's not autistic, which I am not going to say he is or is not, because I don't know, but I definitely think he has a severe social anxiety. And I know how that feels too. Not as severe as Henry at all by any means, but I know how it feels to be very nervous getting around like a group of people, even if it was just like 5 or 6 people. I used to get real nervous before that, and shy and quiet and like kind of like be in a corner. She should have never signed up. The devil made her do this. This can't be of God. You never know. Miles might just be the man of her dreams. She might not see it now, but Miles might just be that man, and this is the way she had to get to him. The devil made her do this. I find it funny Karen called him her stranger and don't feel comfortable with him touching her, but want to be on his insurance. I hope. Wait. Your comment move quick. I hope he doesn't make that mistake like Derek did. That did stick out to me. I ain't gonna lie. I did kind of side out of that a little bit too, cause she perked up when she heard about that insurance. He wasn't no little boy then. He wasn't too young then. He wasn't too young then. And I love how when she brought up his age again, not only did he bring up that insurance, but later on he brought up, I'm mature enough to help lead a school. You know what I'm saying? Not many people his age are doing that. So I totally agree with Miles on that. Karen was trying to save money. Montre. Oh my goodness. Y'all are crazy. The age difference is 4 years. Now I will say, during your 20s, an age difference of like 4 or 5 years can be major. But I think I don't know. I think Miles is more mature than your average 26-year-old man. Smooth JB. I want everybody, if y'all have never seen season 5 Wedding with Nate and Sheila, it's on YouTube. Go watch it. It's hilarious because Nate's daddy was acting a whole fool at their wedding, and Sheila's daddy was not backing down. They was arguing. I ain't never seen no family members argue at no Married at First Sight wedding. It was hilarious, and his daddy was off the chain. He got up in front of everybody and was cursing and everything. that that wedding was crazy. OMG, I have to show y'all before I get off of here. I have to show y'all this picture I came across of Michael. OMG, I can't believe I forgot to show y'all this. Wait a minute. Let me see if I still have it in my phone. I have to show y'all this. Do I still have it? Man, I don't know if I still have it. I forgot what his name was. Do y'all know what Michael's name is on Instagram? Yeah, Michael the yoga teacher. And that's in quotes. Miles being malleable might be the problem. Seems like she's the type that Karen can string along while she uses him up. Mm. The dark skin, the barge. Oh, excuse me. I hear a lot of people say that when they turn 30, something changed. Do y'all know Michael's Instagram name, y'all? I forgot. I wanted to show y'all this picture. I follow him on my Finsta. I haven't seen his TED Talk. I heard he had one. Mike 2130. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Oh man, hold on. His account have the nerve to be private. Hold on. I gotta cause I gotta show y'all this picture. My airdropper is taking forever. Mike said not today. Private to keep you haters off. Ah, shut up, Cliff. Where is the picture? Man. Michael is protecting his peace. My computer acting funny, y'all. I must not need to show it. Hold on, I'm trying one more time. What's all the cast members' first and last name? I don't know. Somebody else in here gonna have to answer that. I don't know why my stuff never works like this until I get on live and I want to show y'all something. Hold on. Oh. Now where is it? It said sent. Michael and Brandon should have been mad. Oh, don't do that. Get this stiff woman off my screen. What? Y'all can't stand Karen. Dang. I don't dislike Karen, y'all. Cliff, I just want to show y'all this picture. It's really not even that bad. I just thought it was hilarious. It's like, hold on, I just want to show it. It won't let me. I hope they do a season where they repair people they know they did dirty. I think they did like a show where they had people that had a bad match and it was like a dating show. Here you go. Here you go. I don't know why this was so funny to me. I don't know why that shirt was hilarious. That shirt was so funny. He still ain't signed the divorce papers. Entangled with a job. Oh my goodness. Oh. Whew. Wait. I need for somebody to answer this. He still hasn't signed the divorce papers. Because Amber from season 9, who is married to Matt, he just now, maybe like last week, signed the papers. I mean, he was dragging his feet. They still married? What? Why? What is wrong? What? Now, I will admit he did want to stay married to her. So maybe he just, I don't, that's crazy. What's even crazier to me is the men that said no on decision day. Y'all said no on decision day. What is taking you so long? Amber said it was because he didn't want to pay the lawyers. What? I knew it had to be something with money. Those webs of lies are his entanglement. The show does not help them with divorce. I heard that. But I thought they had to sign a prenup though. Shouldn't that help some? Keith still ain't signed his papers either. Lord. Hold on. Y'all ain't telling me Keith ain't signed his papers yet. As much as Keith wanted to be single. Wow. I mean, yeah, I guess I didn't think about that, the lawyer fees either. But I mean, you should have had that in mind for, it's always, an option that the person might not want to be married. Yeah, the lawyer fees must be really expensive. That's crazy. He ain't getting married again. He probably hoping she comes back. They did. They did do Mika dirty. The last I heard, Keith and Iris' divorce wasn't supposed to be wrapping up, but wasn't quite there yet. This was a couple of months ago. The show should pay for the divorce. I agree. Matt was homeless on the show. Matt didn't have a home when he was on the show. Mindy said Zach was dragging his feet too. I saw that. I'll take Michael off. We'll put it back on the white chicks. Nah, I doubt Mika and Michael consummated that marriage. I highly doubt that. I feel bad for Mindy because Zach could afford it, but he just chooses not to sign. Well, you just never know how Corona hit people, because didn't he own a gym? I'm sure he got hit pretty hard. Keith and Iris be on IG Live all the time. Someone needs to ask them. Do they be on there together or just by themselves? Whenever I get on Keith's live, them women be so thirsty. They love them some Keith. I told y'all Keith had a hive. That's Karen and Miles. Luke consummated his marriage. That's true. That's true. Oh, they separately get on live. Okay. I just like sign the papers. Just sign them. Just sign them. You don't want to be with her. It's usually the men that don't want to be with their wife. So sign those papers. They still be going on dates. Hold up. I can't believe that. Pinky, please put their faces on it next time. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to Photoshop. But the only thing is, I don't want to do that to Miles. Miles didn't act like this fool, Terry Crews. But this is so Karen. Keith tagged Iris in his Insta stories to do a live on what should be their anniversary. What? Wait, when was this? Cliff, if you go on Married at First Sight, I'm definitely talking about it every week. Yeah, Keith, it's like Keith is way different than what I thought he was in the beginning. And if he did something like that, because I don't know, it just don't seem like they're on the best of terms for him to do something like that. The participants should pay for the divorce. That way they understand what getting married isn't just for show. I mean, I could see, yeah. So you're not just playing too much. You better have my back no matter how horrible I be. Cliff, you already know I'm finna tell the truth. I'll be like, hey, yup, he used to act the same way up in my comments. Just stubborn. Just go against the grain for no reason. Iris definitely made it seem like they were not on the best terms. She definitely did. That's why I'm like trying to figure out what. I think Katie signed though, so was taking everybody else so, because I think Katie really did not want to be married to Derek. And I thought the rest of these men didn't either. So I don't know what, like, they must be broke. I mean, they must not have the money for it. The ones who did the jilting should pay, not the ones who tried to make it work. Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly. The fame got his head swollen. What fame? Now, I'm sorry. You're not going to get too much fame off of this show. The only people I think that have been on Married at First Sight that have gotten like the most exposure and quote unquote fame would be season 9 with Iris and Keith and Matt and Amber, and that's because it's on Netflix. And so that reached a huge audience. If you get on a show that's popular and you put it on Netflix, you gonna get a lot of popularity off of that. Cause look at the people from what was that other show? That other dating show? With Lauren and dang, I can't remember her husband's name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Jamie Otis made a whole career. Okay, Jamie probably is one of the only, but when you think about it, majority of the people that be on this show, you can't even hardly remember their names. Love is Blind. That's what I was talking about. Love is Blind. Look at Lauren and Cameron. They have a whole YouTube channel and they be getting plenty of views. So, yeah, and you call her homegirl, you can't even remember her name. That's what I'm saying. Like, if somebody is famous, you gonna remember their name. Like, if they're famous for real. Like, a lot of people are just Married at First Sight fans. Yeah, Lauren has 2 million followers. What? See, that's and those are real people, real engagement, because a lot of people watch that show. I remember when they first dropped Love is Blind on Twitter, everybody was talking about it on Twitter. So that's like legitimate people that are actually engaging with those posts. Shoot, I bet she make a lot of money on Instagram. A lot. Lauren and Cameron quit their full-time jobs to YouTube, and I'm telling you, I know they making a lot of money. They hit the jackpot. And plus, people really love their story too. They just want to see them make it. As long as they stay together, I'm sure they're gonna be good. They maximized and monetized for sure. Definitely. That's only because they're attractive and interracial. Let's be honest. I definitely think it's a part of it because interracial couples on YouTube, if you want to get a following, on YouTube, do a couples channel and be in an interracial relationship and have some kids. I'm one of their subscribers on YouTube. I'm one of those 625,000. They do have good chemistry. Interracial couples are so popular, like half of those couples are not really in love. They just want money. I agree. Yep. It's I feel like some women are black women are living vicariously through them because they would never actually date outside of their own race. I don't think it's just because they're interracial, but it does add to the interest. That's a huge. If you want a guaranteed following, get in an interracial relationship and start a channel. I'm telling you, and have some kids. Love is Blind did it right because people chose for themselves. I can agree. I can agree. I do like the concept, but I think it could have been executed a little bit better. Um, but yeah, I really do really love the concept more than I do Married at First Sight. But it's just the execution that was a little bit off to me. How long have I been reviewing? I've been reviewing ever since. Well, I did a couple of reviews of Luke and Cake season. What was that? I think that was season 8. So I started reviewing full seasons at season 9, I believe. So like 2 years. Yep, I'm getting close to 40K. They did it early on. Monet from season 1 had a terrible husband. She sure did. She sure did. I could not stand him. Oh, I was mad. I was mad she got matched with him. Yeah, Luke and Kate. Ugh. Their season, that's what made me start reviewing Married at First Sight, was Luke and Kate. Because I could not stand how Luke was treating Kate. And the experts, I don't know, I feel like the experts weren't doing enough. I thought I remembered a white woman and a tall black man. I don't know what you're talking about. I just think they shouldn't have put a bisexual guy in the show. Yeah, I think that kind of, honestly, I think that guy was looking for a moment. I think he was looking to have a moment. He already was on Real Housewives of Atlanta arguing with Kenya. So I feel like he just really, he wanted to be on TV and he wanted a moment. Oh, CB said Married at First Sight never had an interracial couple. They did. It was a light-skinned guy and was she Hispanic or white? I can't remember. Well, she could be Hispanic and white, but y'all know what I mean. I'm not wrong about Luke Cliff. Luke was the devil. I'm sorry. Luke was awful. He really was. He gave a very sinister energy. The colorist. Yeah, Carlton needed some help. We ain't gonna have no Luke apologist in here. I'm not standing for it. Cause Luke tried it. OMG, y'all, we almost been on here for two hours. I'm gonna stay on here for a few more minutes, then I have to go. I didn't realize we were on here for that long. But make sure you leave a like. 144 people? Dang, and it's almost 12? It's almost 12 where I am. I can imagine where y'all are. They have had an interracial couple. What's that man name? Tristan and Mia. Right. Season 7, Tristan and Mia. Look it up. And you're right. It was some Latina women with white guys. What was that guy? What was her name? Because she was with that white man. He was crazy. Y'all haven't seen all the seasons. What was their name? Because it was one guy, he threatened his wife. And she was Latina, and he was acting like he was better because she was Latina and he was white. Y'all finna make me look this up. Hold on. Because I think she had to get a restraining order and something else. You haven't seen season 2 through 7. You haven't seen Married at First Sight then. Nah, I'm playing. Let me see. I can't remember her name. Jessica Castro and Ryan DeNino. Mm-hmm. Yep. That was an interracial couple. And he was crazy. Mm-hmm. Go back and watch that season if you haven't seen it. He was very on edge. Mm-hmm. She had to file a restraining order on him. Brandon and Taylor had a restraining order. Yeah, both of them. I'm not even gonna put it on one or the other. Brandon was crazy, but both of them were something else. It was kind of boring. That season was kind of boring. The more interesting things happened like at the reunion. You just gonna take the man's side no matter what, Cliff. I knew something was seriously wrong with Ryan when his mother told Jessica that he is something else and hard to deal with. Mm-hmm. And he was. If somebody mama tell you something like that, you need to run. You need to run. That's what I've noticed. Like if their mom is gonna come out and tell you this man is he's something else. They trying not to say crazy. They trying not to say you most likely need to run. Now, some people's mother, they just trying to get rid of the woman. So you got to be weary of that too. But Miles' mama's going to give Karen a run for her money. When Karen said his mama going to have to sign that permission slip, I almost passed out. I was like, Miles don't even understand why she said that. Poor thing. He didn't even know his mom was acting a fool. He didn't even know his mom was acting up. Lies you tell, because I was on Amber's side and on Christina's side now. That's few and far between. But pretty much when we bring up a man, you gonna be the first one in these comments. You was defending Michael, you defending Brandon, you defended Luke. Who defends Luke? I love the reunions. When Derek said Katie made it easy not to fall in love with her. Oh, Lord. All right, y'all. I'm finna jump off of here. It's been almost 2 hours. Shout out to everybody that was in this live, 132 people. Make sure you leave a like. I was thrown off my schedule last week, y'all. Wasn't feeling too well. And my grandmother wasn't feeling too well, so we was dealing with that last week. So I think we're gonna be back on schedule. I'm gonna try to record some videos tomorrow. So I want to do some more content for you guys, something a little bit different coming up soon. So hopefully y'all enjoy it. Y'all know I'm gonna be reviewing this, put my review up Thursday, and I go live every Friday. But I went live tonight because I didn't go live last Friday. And yeah. Stop picking on Cliff. Oh Lord, we got somebody here defending Cliff. Is this your girlfriend, Cliff? But anyway, usually I let y'all know on the community tab whenever I go live or when I'm gonna post a video or something like that. So in case y'all I don't post anything, or if I said I was gonna post something and I didn't, look on my community tab. Most likely I let y'all know beforehand. So if y'all want to keep up with me and everything that's going on, make sure you check out the community tab. And you can find that on my page. And yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in my next live. Bye-bye.